First contact. The vast expanse of space stretched endlessly before Captain Sarah Chen as she gazed out the viewport of the International Space Station Harmony. It was another routine day orbiting Earth, or so she thought. Little did Sarah know that humanity was about to take its first steps into a much larger universe. A sudden alarm blared through the station, jolting Sarah from her contemplation. She rushed to the command module, her heart racing. The station's advanced sensors had detected an anomaly, a massive object decelerating as it approached Earth orbit. "What do we have?" Sarah demanded, her eyes scanning the readouts. Dr. Amit Patel, the station's lead scientist, looked up from his console, his face a mix of excitement and apprehension. "Captain, it's a spacecraft of unknown origin." Sarah's breath caught in her throat. This was it, the moment humanity had long speculated about, first contact. As the hours ticked by, the world below erupted into a frenzy of activity. Governments convened emergency meetings, militaries went on high alert, and civilians alternated between panic and awe. Meanwhile, aboard the Harmony, Sarah and her crew prepare for the encounter that would change the course of human history. The alien vessel, a sleek, silvery craft that seemed to shimmer like liquid metal, came to a stop a mere kilometer from the space station. Its size dwarfed the Harmony, making the pride of human space engineering look like a child's toy in comparison. "Any attempts at communication?" Sarah asked, her voice steady despite the tension coursing through her body. Communications Officer Li Wei shook his head. "Nothing yet, Captain. We've been broadcasting greetings on all frequencies, but..." He was cut off by a sudden burst of static from the comms system. Then, to everyone's astonishment, a voice emerged, speaking perfect English. "Greetings, humans of Earth. We come in peace and with great curiosity about your kind." The voice was melodious, almost musical, with an otherworldly quality that sent shivers down Sarah's spine. She took a deep breath, steeling herself, then responded. "This is Captain Sarah Chen of the International Space Station Harmony. On behalf of the people of Earth, we welcome you and extend our hand in friendship." There was a pause, then the voice spoke again. "Your words are kind, Captain Chen. We have long observed your world from afar, but now we wish for a closer interaction. With your permission, we would like to send an envoy to your station." Sarah exchanged glances with her crew. This was moving faster than any of their first contact protocols had anticipated. But they were making history here, and sometimes you had to improvise. "We would be honored," Sarah replied, hoping her voice didn't betray her mix of excitement and trepidation. Within minutes, a smaller craft detached from the alien ship and glided towards the Harmony's docking port. Sarah and a select team waited in the airlock, their hearts pounding as the pressure equalized and the door slowly opened. The alien that stepped through was nothing like the little green men of human imagination. Standing nearly 2 meters tall, the being had a slender, graceful form covered in iridescent scales that shifted colors like oil on water. Its face was vaguely humanoid, with large, almond-shaped eyes that seemed to hold the depth of galaxies within them. But what struck Sarah most was the alien's expression, one of unmistakable wonder and curiosity, mirroring the very emotions she felt. "I am Zara," the alien said, its mouth not moving but the words appearing in Sarah's mind nonetheless. "Lead explorer of the Galactic Confederation. It is an honor to meet you, Captain Chen." Sarah stepped forward, extending her hand in the universal gesture of greeting. "The honor is ours, Zara. Welcome aboard the Harmony." Zara tilted its head, studying Sarah's outstretched hand with fascination. After a moment, it reached out its own hand, a delicate appendage with long, slender fingers, and mimicked the handshake. As their hands touched, Sarah felt a tingling sensation, as if a mild electric current was passing between them. She gasped softly, and Zara's eyes widened. "Fascinating," Zara murmured. "Your species possesses an energy we did not detect from orbit. How intriguing." Over the next few hours, Zara toured the station, marveling at human technology with an enthusiasm that was both flattering and slightly puzzling to Sarah and her crew. The aliens seemed particularly interested in the simplest things, the way they recycled water, how they exercised in zero gravity, even the freeze-dried food packets. "Your adaptability is remarkable," Zara commented, examining a simple wrench with the reverence one might reserve for a priceless artifact. "To thrive in an environment so different from your planet's surface, it speaks volumes about your species' potential." Sarah couldn't help but feel a swell of pride at the aliens' words. Humanity had come a long way, and seeing their achievements through the eyes of an advanced alien race put things in a new perspective. As they entered the station's small laboratory, Zara's attention was caught by a device in the corner, a 3D printer used for creating replacement parts and tools. "This device," Zara said, moving closer to inspect it, "it creates physical objects from digital instructions." Dr. Petel nodded enthusiastically. "Yes, it's additive manufacturing technology. We can produce a wide variety of items right here on the station, which is crucial for long-term space missions." Zara's eyes seemed to glow with increased intensity. "Incredible. The implications of such technology. You must have far more advanced versions of this on your planet." Sarah and Dr. Patel exchanged glances. "Well, yes," Sarah replied. "This is a fairly basic model compared to what's available on Earth." Zara turned to face them, and for the first time, Sarah sensed a shift in the alien's demeanor. The wonder was still there, but now it was tinged with something else, a burning intensity that made Sarah slightly uneasy. "Captain Chen," Zara said, its mental voice taking on a more serious tone, "my people have traveled the stars for millennia. We have encountered many civilizations, some far older than yours. Yet in all our explorations, we have never seen a young species advance so quickly, adapt so readily to new challenges." Sarah felt a mixture of pride and apprehension at Zara's words. "Thank you," she said cautiously. "Humanity has always been driven to explore, to push our boundaries." Zara nodded, a human gesture it seemed to have quickly picked up. "Indeed, and it is clear to me now that your species must possess something unique, a secret to your rapid progress." The alien took a step closer, its eyes boring into Sarah's with an intensity that made her want to step back. But she held her ground, meeting Zara's gaze steadily. "Captain Chen," Zara said, its mental voice resonating with a mixture of awe and demand, "I must know. What is humanity's secret weapon?" The question hung in the air, heavy with implication. Sarah's mind raced, trying to understand what Zara meant, what the alien was truly asking. As she opened her mouth to respond, alarms suddenly blared throughout the station. Lai Wei's voice came over the intercom, tight with tension. "Captain, we're detecting multiple new contacts approaching Earth at high speed. They don't match the signature of Zara's ship." Sarah's blood ran cold as she saw the look of fear that flashed across Zara's alien features. Whatever was coming, it was clear that humanity's first steps into the galactic community were about to become far more complicated than anyone could have imagined. As the alarms continued to sound, Sarah realized that the answer to Zara's question, the true nature of humanity's secret weapon, might very well determine the fate of Earth and its place among the stars. The quantum gambit. Captain Sarah Chen's mind raced as she processed the gravity of the situation. Multiple unknown contacts were approaching Earth at breakneck speed, and the fear in Zara's alien eyes told her all she needed to know. This was not a friendly visit. "Zara," Sarah said, her voice cutting through the blaring alarms, "what aren't you telling us?" The alien's iridescent scales rippled with anxiety. "They are the Void Hunters, Captain, a merciless race that seeks to harvest advanced technologies from developing civilizations. I did not know they were following us." Sarah's eyes narrowed. "And that's why you're so interested in our secret weapon. You're looking for a way to fight them." Zara nodded, the human gesture now tinged with desperation. "Your species' rapid advancement suggested you might possess something extraordinary. something that could turn the tide against the hunters. Before Sarah could respond, Dr. Omid Patel burst into the lab, his face flushed with excitement despite the looming danger. "Captain, I think I know what Zara's talking about. It's the quantum entanglement drive." "The what?" Sarah and Zara asked simultaneously. Hamid's eyes gleamed with the fervor of scientific breakthrough. "It's a top-secret project I've been consulting on, a propulsion system that utilizes quantum entanglement to achieve faster-than-light travel. But it's more than just an engine. It has the potential to manipulate the very fabric of space-time." Zara's alien features contorted in what Sarah assumed was an expression of awe. "Quantum manipulation on a macroscopic scale. That's beyond anything we've achieved. It could indeed be the key to defeating the Void Hunters." Sarah held up her hands, trying to make sense of the situation. "Hold on. You're telling me that humanity has accidentally stumbled upon some sort of ultimate weapon, and now we're about to face an alien invasion because of it?" The station shuddered, and Li Wei's voice crackled over the intercom. "Captain, the unknown vessels have entered Earth orbit. They're deploying smaller craft. I think they're preparing to board." Sarah's military training kicked in. "All right, we need to move. Amit, where is this quantum drive?" "It's not here," Amit replied, wringing his hands. "The prototype is in a secret facility on the dark side of the moon. We were preparing to test it next month." Zora stepped forward, its alien eyes glowing with determination. "Captain Chen, we must reach that facility. The fate of both our peoples may depend on it." Sarah nodded grimly. "Agreed. But first, we need to get off this station and warn Earth about what's coming." She tapped her comm badge. "All hands, prepare for emergency evacuation. We're taking the escape pods to the surface." As the crew scrambled to gather essential equipment and data, Sarah couldn't help but marvel at the absurdity of the situation. Humanity had dreamed of first contact for centuries, imagining it as a moment of wonder or terror. But this, a desperate race against time to reach a secret moon base and activate an experimental quantum device, was beyond even the wildest science fiction. The next hours were a blur of action. The escape pods jettisoned from the Harmony just as the first Void Hunter boarding craft attached to the station. Sarah watched from her pod's viewport as explosions blossomed silently in the vacuum of space, the Harmony becoming a battleground between worlds. Their descent through Earth's atmosphere was rough, the pod's heat shields barely holding as they streaked across the sky like artificial meteors. They landed in the Moldov desert, kicking up plumes of dust visible for miles. As Sarah climbed out of her pod, she saw military vehicles already approaching. Clearly, Earth's governments had been monitoring the situation closely. She turned to help Zara, whose alien physiology was struggling with Earth's gravity and atmosphere. "Are you all right?" she asked, supporting the alien's weight. Zara nodded weakly. "I will adapt, but we must hurry. The Void Hunters will not be far behind." Within minutes, they were whisked away to a nearby secret facility. Sarah found herself in a room full of grim-faced military and scientific leaders, all looking to her for answers about the alien threat descending upon their world. As she and Amit explained the situation, Sarah could see the mix of fear and determination in the eyes of Earth's defenders. They had all trained for this moment, war-gamed countless alien invasion scenarios, but the reality was still overwhelming. General Laura Santos, a stern-faced woman with steel-gray hair, leaned forward. "So, let me get this straight. Our best hope against these Void Hunters is an untested quantum drive on the dark side of the moon." "That's correct, General," Amit replied, his voice steady despite the pressure. "The quantum entanglement drive doesn't just allow for FTL travel. In theory, it can create localized fields of altered spacetime. We could use it to trap the Void Hunters' ships, render their weapons useless, maybe even send them to another dimension entirely." Zora, who had been silent until now, spoke up. "Your scientist speaks the truth. Such technology is the stuff of legends among my people. If you have truly developed it, it could change the balance of power in the galaxy. General Santos' eyes narrowed. And how do we know we can trust you? For all we know, this could be an elaborate ruse to get access to our most advanced technology. Sarah stepped forward. General, I understand your concerns, but I've looked into Zara's eyes. I've seen the fear when it spoke of the Void Hunters. This threat is real, and we need to act now. For a tense moment, silence filled the room. Then General Santos nodded. Very well, Captain Chen. You've earned enough trust to make this call. What's your plan? Sarah took a deep breath, feeling the weight of not just humanity, but potentially the entire galaxy on her shoulders. We need to get to that moon base. Fast. And we need to be ready for a fight when we get there. As the room erupted into a flurry of activity, Sarah caught Zara's alien gaze. There was gratitude there, but also something else, a glimmer of hope that stretched across the stars. Little did they know that their journey to the dark side of the moon would unveil secrets beyond their wildest imaginations, and that humanity's secret weapon would prove to be something far more powerful than any quantum drive. The fate of Earth and the galaxy now rested in their hands, and as the Void Hunters descended upon their world, Sarah Chen and her unlikely alien ally prepared to embark on a mission that would either be humanity's finest hour or its final stand. The Quantum Crucible. As the sleek, experimental spacecraft Nebula Striker rocketed towards the dark side of the moon, Captain Sarah Chen couldn't shake the surreal nature of their mission. Beside her sat Zara, the iridescent alien diplomat, while Dr. Omid Patel feverishly worked on calculations in the rear of the craft. Earth's most elite pilots and soldiers filled the remaining seats, each face a mask of determination. ETA to Shadowfall Base, 10 minutes, the pilot announced, his voice tight with tension. Sarah nodded, her mind racing. The Void Hunters had begun their assault on Earth's major cities, their advanced weaponry tearing through conventional defenses like paper. Humanity's last hope truly did lie in the experimental quantum drive hidden beneath the lunar surface. Captain, Zora's melodic telepathic voice resonated in Sarah's mind. There's something you should know about the quantum technology. Sarah turned, raising an eyebrow. Now's a good time, Zara. The alien's multifaceted eyes shimmered with an emotion Sarah couldn't quite place. The reason the Void Hunters fear such technology, it's not just a weapon. In the right hands, it can reshape reality itself. A chill ran down Sarah's spine. Reshape reality. What does that even mean? Before Zara could respond, the craft shuddered violently. Warning alarms blared as the pilot's panicked voice cut through the chaos. Multiple bogies on R6. Void Hunter interceptors. Sarah gritted her teeth. Evasive maneuvers. We can't let them stop us. The Nebula Striker dove and weaved through a hail of energy blasts, the moon's cratered surface rushing up to meet them. Sarah's stomach lurched as they performed a series of gut-wrenching barrel rolls, narrowly avoiding the relentless pursuit of the alien fighters. There, Amit shouted, pointing at a nearly invisible seam in the lunar landscape, the hidden entrance to Shadowfall Base. As they approached, the ground beneath them began to shift. A massive door disguised as a crater slowly opened, revealing a cavernous hangar bay. The pilot gunned the engines, diving into the opening just as a Void Hunter blast scorched the ship's rear shields. They landed hard, skidding across the hangar floor in a shower of sparks. As the team disembarked, alarms echoed through the facility. They had made it. The Void Hunters weren't far behind. This way. A scientist in a lab coat waved frantically from a reinforced doorway. We've been expecting you. The quantum drive is prepped and ready. As they raced through winding corridors, Sarah couldn't help but marvel at the scale of the secret base. How long had this been here, hidden from the world? They burst into a massive chamber dominated by a pulsing, crystalline structure that seemed to bend the light around it. The quantum drive. It hummed with barely contained power, sending shivers through everyone present. Incredible, Zara whispered, its alien features contorted in awe. Your species has achieved the impossible. Amit rushed to a control panel, his fingers flying over holographic displays. The drive is operating at peak efficiency, but we've never attempted anything on this scale before. The risks are. A deafening explosion cut him off. The entire facility shook, dust and debris raining from the ceiling. They're here, Sarah said grimly, drawing her weapon. Whatever we're going to do, we need to do it now. Zara stepped forward, placing a slender, alien hand on the quantum drive. Its scales began to glow, resonating with the crystal's pulsing energy. Captain, I can interface with the drive, guide its power, but I need a human mind to balance the equation, someone to represent your species' unique perspective. Sarah met Zara's gaze, understanding dawning. Me. The alien nodded. Your adaptability, your creativity, these are humanity's true secret weapons. Together, we might just stand a chance. Another explosion rocked the base. The sounds of battle drew closer. It was now or never. Taking a deep breath, Sarah placed her hand next to Zara's on the quantum drive. Instantly, her world exploded into light and sensation. She felt herself stretching across time and space, her consciousness expanding to encompass realities she could barely comprehend. Through it all, she felt Zara's presence, a steady anchor in the sea of quantum possibility. Together, they reached out, their combined will bending the very fabric of space-time. Outside, the Void Hunter's massive warships suddenly found themselves enveloped in shimmering fields of distorted reality. Their weapons refused to fire, their engines sputtered and died. Some ships simply winked out of existence, transported to distant corners of the universe. But it wasn't enough. Sarah could feel the strain, the immense power threatening to tear her apart. In that moment of desperation, she reached deep within herself, tapping into that uniquely human spark of innovation and determination. With a burst of inspiration, she didn't just fight the Void Hunters, she rewrote the rules of engagement. Quantum fields sprang into existence around Earth, creating a shield that didn't just defend, but adapted and evolved in real time to every Void Hunter attack. As the alien fleet crumbled before this unprecedented defense, Sarah felt a surge of something else. Knowledge, understanding. The quantum drive wasn't just a weapon or a shield, it was a key. A key to unlocking humanity's true potential among the stars. With a final, reality-shaking pulse, the quantum drive released its energy. Sarah found herself back in the chamber, gasping for breath, her hand still intertwined with Zara's on the now dormant crystal. Amit's voice, filled with awe and disbelief, broke the silence. It's over. The Void Hunters, they're gone. And Earth, my God, you've done it. As the implications of what they had achieved washed over them, Sarah turned to Zara. The alien's eyes shimmered with a new respect and wonder. You were right, Sarah said, a smile tugging at her lips despite her exhaustion. Humanity's secret weapon was inside us all along. Zara nodded, its mental voice filled with warmth. And now, Captain Sarah Chen, you have unlocked the door to a new age. For both our peoples. As cheers erupted around them and reports of Earth's miraculous salvation flooded in, Sarah knew that this was only the beginning. Humanity had faced its greatest challenge and emerged not just victorious, but transformed. The stars themselves now seemed within reach, promising adventures beyond imagination. The age of quantum ascendance had begun, and humanity was ready to take its place among the cosmic wonders of the universe. Cosmic revolution. The quantum pulse that saved Earth rippled across the galaxy, reshaping the cosmic landscape in ways no one could have predicted. Captain Sarah Chen, once a simple space station commander, now found herself at the center of a galactic revolution. Quantum Nexus Online, the AI assistant chimed, its holographic form materializing beside Sarah. The newly christened Quantum Nexus, Earth's first faster-than-light spaceship, hummed with power as it prepared for its maiden voyage. Sarah gazed out at the stars, their familiar patterns now holding the promise of countless new worlds. Beside her stood Zara, the alien diplomat who had become humanity's first extraterrestrial ally. "Are you ready to make history, Captain?" Zara's telepathic voice resonated with excitement. Sarah nodded, a mix of anticipation and nerves fluttering in her stomach. "Let's show the galaxy what humanity is really capable of." As the quantum nexus engaged its revolutionary drive, the fabric of space-time itself seemed to bend and fold around them. In the blink of an eye, they were no longer in Earth's solar system, but hovering above a breathtaking alien world. "Welcome to Nova Terra," Zara announced, gesturing to the swirling, multi-hued planet below. The first of many worlds eager to join the Quantum Alliance. The months following Earth's victory over the Void Hunters had been a whirlwind of diplomatic missions and technological breakthroughs. Humanity's quantum leap had not gone unnoticed, and now civilizations across the galaxy were reaching out, eager to partner with the species that had achieved the impossible. As they descended towards Nova Terra's capital city, a sprawling metropolis of crystalline spires and floating gardens, Sarah marveled at how quickly the universe had opened up to them. The quantum technology, guided by the unique creativity of the human mind, had unlocked potential beyond their wildest dreams. "Incoming transmission," the AI announced. It's the Galactic Council, Captain." Sarah straightened her uniform, exchanging a nervous glance with Zara. The Galactic Council, a body of the most advanced civilizations in the known universe, had long ignored humanity as a fledgling species. Now they were calling directly. A holographic figure materialized on the bridge, its form shifting and flowing like liquid starlight. "Greetings, representatives of Earth," the being's voice resonated in multiple harmonies. "We have observed your species' remarkable ascension with great interest." Sarah stepped forward, her voice steady despite her racing heart. "On behalf of humanity, we're honored by your attention. We hope to use our newfound abilities to contribute positively to the galactic community." The council members' form rippled with what might have been approval. "Your potential is unprecedented. We invite Earth to join the Galactic Council as a full member, effective immediately." A cheer went up from the crew, but Sarah noticed Zara's expression darken. As the transmission ended, she pulled the alien aside. "What's wrong? This is incredible news." Zara's multifaceted eyes shimmered with concern. "Captain, you must understand. In all of galactic history, no species has ever been invited to the Council so quickly. Some will see this as a threat." As if on cue, alarms blared throughout the ship. The A's voice cut through the chaos. Multiple quantum signatures detected, unknown vessels emerging from subspace. The view screen filled with a terrifying sight. A massive fleet of biomechanical ships, twisted and otherworldly, emerged from swirling vortexes of dark energy. "By the cosmos," Zara whispered, fear evident in their mental voice. "It's the quantum reavers. They seek to harvest advanced civilizations, stealing their technology and enslaving their people. They must have detected the quantum pulse." Sarah's mind raced. They were outnumbered, outgunned, and facing an enemy they knew nothing about. But humanity hadn't come this far to fall at the first real challenge of their cosmic adventure. "All hands, battle stations," she commanded, her voice ringing with determination. "Zara, I need everything you know about these reavers. Quantum Nexus, prepare for emergency maneuvers." As the crew sprang into action, Sarah felt a familiar tingle in her mind. The quantum energy that had changed her during the battle for Earth surged forward, connecting her to the ship in ways she hadn't thought possible. In that moment of synchronicity, a plan formed, bold, dangerous, and utterly human in its audacity. "Listen up, everyone," Sarah announced, her eyes gleaming with the light of quantum possibilities. "We're about to show these reavers why humanity was invited to the galactic stage. And trust me, they're not going to know what hit them." As the quantum nexus powered up its experimental systems and the reaver fleet closed in, Sarah Chen prepared to lead humanity into its first cosmic battle. The fate of Earth, their new alien allies, and their place in the galactic community hung in the balance. But with the power of quantum technology at their fingertips and the indomitable human spirit driving them forward, Sarah knew one thing for certain: this was going to be one hell of a fight. The stars themselves seemed to hold their breath as humanity prepared to prove, once and for all, that they were a force to be reckoned with in the vast, wonder-filled expanse of the universe. Quantum singularity. The quantum nexus hung in space, a lone sentinel against the overwhelming force of the quantum Reaver fleet. Captain Sarah Chen's mind raced, the ship's advanced systems feeding directly into her consciousness through the quantum link they now shared. "Zara, I need options," Sarah commanded, her voice steady despite the chaos unfolding around them. The alien diplomat's multifaceted eyes shimmered with rapid calculations. The Reaver's technology is parasitic. They adapt and absorb the strengths of their opponents. A direct confrontation would be suicide. Sarah's lips curled into a determined smile. "Then we'll give them something they can't adapt to, something uniquely human." She turned to the crew, each member linked to the ship's quantum network, their minds humming with shared purpose. "Listen up. We're going to hit them with the most powerful weapon in human history, our creativity." As the Reaver ships closed in, their biomechanical tendrils reaching out to ensnare the quantum nexus, Sarah unleashed her plan. "Initiate Operation Pandora's Box," she shouted. The ship's quantum drive roared to life, but instead of propelling them through space, it began to warp reality itself. The fabric of space-time around the nexus twisted and folded, creating a cascading series of pocket universes. To the Reaver's sensors, it appeared as if thousands of quantum nexus ships had suddenly materialized, each one radiating with a different type of impossible energy signature. "What manner of trickery is this?" The Reaver commander's harsh voice crackled over the comms, a mixture of confusion and rage evident in its tone. Sarah's response was cool and confident. "It's called imagination, you cosmic parasites. Let's see you adapt to this." As the Reaver fleet split up, desperately trying to chase down and absorb the phantom ships, the real quantum nexus dove into action. Sarah's mind melded with the ship's systems, guiding it through the chaos with inhuman precision. "Dr. Patel, now," Sarah commanded. In the engine room, Dr. Amit Patel activated the experimental Schrödinger drive. The ship briefly existed in multiple quantum states simultaneously, allowing it to phase through Reaver vessels as if they were made of smoke. With each pass, the nexus left behind quantum-entangled particles, invisible seeds of destruction planted deep within the enemy fleet. "Zara, it's your turn," Sarah called out. "Show us what your people can do." The alien's form began to glow, resonating with the ship's quantum field. Zara's consciousness expanded, reaching out to touch the entangled particles they had scattered throughout the Reaver armada. In a blinding flash of multidimensional energy, the particles activated. The Reaver ships found themselves caught in a web of quantum probability, their adaptive technology turning against them as it tried to process infinite possibilities simultaneously. "By the cosmic core," Zara gasped, their mental voice filled with awe. "It's working." The Reaver fleet began to disintegrate, some ships imploding into miniature black holes, others facing out of existence entirely. A few unfortunate vessels merged together, becoming twisted, non-Euclidean shapes that hurt the human mind to perceive. As the last of the Reavers vanished in a spectacular burst of quantum energy, a stunned silence fell over the bridge of the quantum nexus. It was broken by a slow clap. The holographic form of the Galactic Council member materialized, its starlight body pulsing with what could only be described as impressed amusement. "Remarkable," the being's harmonic voice resonated. "In all our eons of existence, we have never witnessed such unconventional problem-solving." Sarah straightened her uniform, still buzzing from the intense mental link with her ship. "On behalf of humanity, I thank you." We hope this demonstrates our readiness to join the galactic community. The council member's form shimmered thoughtfully. Indeed it does, Captain Chen, but it also raises new questions. Your species' ability to manipulate quantum reality, combined with your unique cognitive approach, it could reshape the very foundations of our universe. Zara stepped forward, their alien features set in expression of determination. With respect, esteemed council member, isn't that precisely why humanity deserves a seat at the cosmic table? A tense moment passed before the council member responded. You are correct, Ambassador Zara. The age of stagnation is over. Humanity's quantum revolution shall usher in a new era of galactic exploration and discovery. As the hologram faded, cheers erupted across the bridge. Earth had not only survived its first cosmic battle, but had proven itself worthy of joining the most advanced civilizations in the universe. Zara gazed out at the star-strewn void, a mix of pride and humility washing over her. Humanity had taken its first true steps into the cosmic ocean, armed with the power of quantum science and the limitless potential of the human imagination. Captain, Zara's mental voice was soft, filled with a newfound respect. What your species has achieved here today, it will be remembered for eons to come. The quantum age of humanity has truly begun. Zara nodded, a smile playing on her lips. And this is just the beginning, my friend. The universe had better prepare itself. Humanity is coming, and we're bringing our imagination with us. As the quantum nexus prepared to return to Earth, bearing news of their victory and the dawn of a new cosmic age, Zara Chen knew that the greatest adventures still lay ahead. With the power of quantum science at their fingertips and the indomitable human spirit driving them forward, there was no limit to what they might achieve. The stars beckoned, promising wonders beyond imagination, and humanity was finally ready to answer the call.